Gold has peaked. It's peaked, people. It's over. It's done. No, just kidding. Gold is confirmed for me, at least, its short-term peak. Probably going to retrace a little bit. We'll take a look at those prices a little bit later in the show. Of course, we'll take a look at silver and platinum too. Might take a chart request, quite possibly. And I might do a little interim thing. I'm just thinking off the top of my head. A reminder of how to get free silver as well. I'll share a quick little story. Look, if you're watching this on the replay, use the time codes below to go to your favorite part. But if you're watching live, you get to enjoy every single thing we do here at Good Morning Stackers. Whoa, what was that one? With me, Joe Main. But in the first 1 minute of the show, we do the synchronized slurp. You grab a tasty beverage, I grab my tasty beverage. We slurp them synchronously together. The rule is it's the honor system. You must do it wherever you are in the world. Please grab your tasty beverage, whatever you're drinking. Here we go. In 3, 2, 1. Slurp it. Great to see so many people here on Tuesday, the 12th of November, 2024 from Melbourne in Australia. I am Joe Main. I've worked in the precious metals industry here in Australia for 11 years. Goldstackers, Bullion Now, Ainslie, Bullion. Now I do this weekdaily live show. Hit the big red subscribe button to join the GMS family. Going out live right now on YouTube and X as well. I'll share that screen. I've been repurposing my old Twitter channel, which I've had since 2009, making it more of a personal thing. It just feels safer to do so now. So I've got like 2,500 subscribers, followers over there. So I'm kind of porting that over there. And live on YouTube as well. 801 subscribers on YouTube. We are rocketing to 1,000. And when we get to 1,000, I will be giving away a silver coin of some kind. I'm not just necessarily those. That's just what was on the desk. Let's do the shout outs, of course. So that's what we always do. Mark, Florida. GMS, 800 plus subs. Exclamation point. Replay tonight, no problem. But I'll watch what I can. Planning to rent a truck to back up as the bottom somewhere approaches. Yes. Relying on you, Joe, to tell us where the bottom will occur. I know you well enough through the internet now, Mark, to understand that that's tongue in cheek. Because as everyone knows, I don't give financial advice. And no one should be listening to anything I do. That's just, I give my own opinion. Good on you, Mark. Hazard, great to see you. Good to see everyone. You're the man, Mark. He is the man. Dobroho, something. Dobroho. That's going to be at GMS old Dobroho. It's going to get some kind of Eastern European, Belarusian, Russian style thing. Dobroho sounds like that kind of Eastern European lance. You'll have to tell me. Pete Repeat, GMS. Howdy, y'all. Debt is great. The Trump trade continues. Debt is great, yes. Rod Panhard, GMS. Tony Peterson. Chat mum is back in the house. Tony, did you get my message? Did you get my Facebook message? I think you probably did. Niels Han Dynasty back in the house again. Love it, mate. Clean Air Metals. Mate, love your stuff. Gerald Draper is back. The Osmium Bros. The Osmium Twins. The Osmium Twins, the Osmium Bros. Now I'm going to call you have officially been dubbed, at least here in GMS, the Osmium Twins, because it sounds like the Olsen Twins. Like, what was it called? Family something. What was it called? Full House. Like Full House, the Olsen Twins. The Osmium Twins are in the house. That's what you're now being labeled. And everyone now shall call you the Osmium Twins when both of you are together in the live chat. Good morning, chat fam. Great to see you. But money to be made, around the world. I do absolutely agree. All right. Yep. You love it. Good. The Osmium Twins. This is what I do, people. I've been in social media. I've been in content creation since 2006 when I first started my first YouTube channel, 2005, 2006. And since then, I do a lot of YouTube content and all that. And as you know, I help you, your business, launch and grow on YouTube. I do it for multiple clients. I did it for Bullion Now, the bullion dealer. I did it for Ainslie, revitalized their channel. I did it for my own channel, taking it from 0 to 10,000 subscribers in about a year, back in sort of the heyday of the 2017 crypto market. And I do it for other clients. Any type of business, I can do it for yours too. So please hit me up with an email. at gmstackers@gmail.com. Also, Gerald and Neil, you can hit me up with an email there. I want you guys to come onto the show, maybe separately or whatever, maybe as the Osmium twins, come on the show and talk about Osmium. I want to learn more about it, okay? And you can send me an email for any other reason. Sexy photos? Why not? Yes. Do send me photos of your sexy stack. This what we do here is subscriber show and tell as well. So send me an email, subscriber show and tell. You can be anonymous. Send me something that you saw at your local coin store, local coin shop, or your entire stack if you want to. You don't want to tell the world, but I can tell the world for you. So you can just put it through me as the conduit, whatever. Send me an email. Of course, what I'd also love you to do, please, and these are just the quick little plugs, I want you to subscribe to my private GMS membership. It's goodmorningstackers.locals.com/support gets you to the subscribe section. $10 per month gets you extra content that I'm doing privately just for private GMS members. You also get very good discounts from Perth Bullion Exchange, perthbullion.com.au, one of my brand partners. My other brand partner happens to be Wealthstack, wealthstack.com. You might hear a little bit more about those people in those companies in a little bit down the track. Gerald says, I'll do this. And hey, do you want to support the show as well? buymeacoffee.com/goodmorningstackers. You can do that too. And super chats are on too, people. Trying to find lots of different ways to keep the show going. Of course, I've got support, but I would love to do this full time. I mean, work with my other clients, of course, my social media clients. But can you imagine, I just wake up, I do this show full time for you, and I can spend more time getting it the best as possible, building up this community. So please help me out. That would be lovely. And Gerald Draper says, crypto parabolic. It's having a little bit of a run at the moment. No, let's talk about that now. We better talk about gold first because that was the title of the thing. Okay, let's do it. Gold's peak is in. No, not the long term, just the short term. So the short term peak in gold seems to be in for me. Let's take a look at the gold, silver, platinum prices. Okay, I'll share the screen in just a second. I'll just get rid of all that other stuff that I've been looking at. Oh, and we're even down a little bit today as well. By the way, in terms of the stream and all that, the live stream, let me know if it starts buffering or anything like that. But I'm really thinking about moving. I just got to bite the bullet and get Starlink, really, because now I'm simultaneously streaming on both X and YouTube, so it takes up a little bit more bandwidth. Here we are. Here is gold on the daily time frame, priced in USD, 2,619 US dollars. We have fallen off the mother of all trend line cliff. Okay, for my new subscribers, very quickly, this is the quarterly time frame. Yeah, look at that. Okay, quarterly time frame. Okay, 1980, 2011 formed this trend line, the mother of all trend lines, the Moatl. Okay, and right there, since we came up to test the mother of all trend lines last month, I've been saying from there, anywhere up until about 3,000 US dollars, which would be a psychological value. Between here and there, we're looking peaky. Doesn't mean we peaked, we're looking peaky. And then we look and go, okay, so what would say to me that the short-term peak now has reached its level once we cross below? And look at this on the monthly time frame. Yeah, short-term peak is in, people. That's it. We have broken the mother of all trend lines on the monthly time frame as well. You see that candle set up. Look, 10% chance now, I'll give it a 10% chance that it fakes out from here, because it always can. Of course, you never know what's going to happen. Okay, we could have a beautiful move because we're only at the start of the month. Well, kind of close to the middle of the month. But what you can have, and I'm just giving you the other side of the thing, what is potential is that you could, suck it all back up and then we close the month above the mother of all trend lines. We close November. Okay, that's cool, right? Then you might see something like this, a little sneak, and then we back up. We back up, we go back up again. That's always possible. I only give that a 10% chance at this stage. I think 90% now. The short-term peak is in. Now, where we go down to from here, well, that remains to be seen. Remains to be seen. So the first level, and I did show this on the Gold and Silver Stackers Australia forum. If you're not a member of the Gold and Silver Stackers Australia forum and you're an Australian stacker, you must be a part of this forum. It's great. You can talk about gold, silver, whatever. A lot of buy, swap, and sell as well. Okay, 8.4 thousand members. Don't be fooled by the copycats who try and scam you by pretending to be with the same header and all that sort of stuff, the same name. It currently has, as of this date, 8.4 thousand members. And if you don't see me posting there every single weekday, well, then it's not the real thing, because I post every single weekday before the show. Gold has convincingly broken through the mother of all trend lines. To me, this confirms the short-term peak is in. Now looking for lower prices, minus support at 2,450. Okay, that is right here. But now I think I'm going to draw in a rectangle. Okay, it's a bit more of a range. There's your 2,450, but I'm going to pop it in anywhere to about there. Okay, that's maybe your first potential area of support, which if you want to see it quickly move back up, that's what you would want. So that's between whatever that is. It's 2,450 to 2,490, 450 to 2,490. Cool. That's that first little area. And if you want this to be a quick move and you're not looking to load up much lower, then that's what you would want to see. Something like this. And this is, again, this is the weekly time frame. Okay, so ignore the movements and whatever, but that's what you would potentially want to see. A bounce off there, maybe a spike down to there, and then onwards and upwards we go. You have to get back over the mother of all trend lines to confirm any kind of new bull run. Okay, cool. That's what you would want to see. But if you're looking for a lower correction, and more likely than 2,450, because that would be, let's just check what that percentage move is from here. Let's do it from the peak. From the peak, let's do it from there. What would that be? Okay, that's a 10.5, 11%. That's about a 12% move, 10 to 12% move. Yeah, okay, that's correction-ish. You love my my technical terms, but more likely is this kind of area here. That's a 20% move. Down to there is a 20 to 23, 24% move. That's much more likely, in my opinion. You probably won't just have a 10 to 12 if this is the short-term peak, which I think it is. So more likely down to, gee, what do you know, the best buy zone, which I've had drawn in. You guys have seen this for months now. I've had this before. After we cracked over here roughly, I think it was in about June, July, I started talking about the best buy zone, and I drew this in. So we've had that beautiful move. Short-term peak seems to be in. A move down to here would not be surprising, and it's, as I said in this post here, and larger par for course correction would be the best buy zone at 2,250 to 2,150, with a potential overshoot to 2,080 US dollars per gold ounce. Okay, so that's it. That's my best buy zone, 2,250 to 2,150 is more likely than your 2,450 area. Okay, right about there. And this would coincide pretty well with this uptrend line, which has deviated from it pretty well. Okay, so coming back to correct down here is absolutely par for course, not surprising whatsoever, because of course, don't forget, in the last 12 months, since about here, what's that? Yeah, October, November, we've rocketed up. Okay, it needs to have a period of consolidation, right? 1, 2, 3, 4 green quarters, a couple of red quarters, absolutely not surprising. So you could be looking at potentially 5 to 6 months worth of downward movement in gold. I am not saying 100% that is happening. Again, we could bounce off 2,450. There's a 10% chance we could bounce from here, but yeah, bounce of probability, more likely to come down to test this area, maybe even test this uptrend line. So, something like the following, right? Where you do, maybe you bounce off that 24.50 and then it fakes you out. And then it comes down to this kind of area here, up and down, of course, and then that. So that would take it to, say, your March, kind of April kind of time frame, right? And then that's when you have your bounce back up, and then we just start our nice little merry way up again. And what would confirm the bull run is continuing, to close any month back above the mother of all trend lines. Cool? This is my humble non-financial advice opinion. What should you be doing in this time? I don't know. That's your business, man. What am I doing this time? Well, as I explained yesterday. No, actually, I won't. I'll do silver. I'll do silver next, then I'll explain what I explained yesterday if you didn't watch yesterday's show. So that is gold. That's it. Watch for 2,450 or watch for the best buy zone. Cool. And 10% chance we just, hey, rocket back up from here. You never know. Stranger things have happened in the big city. This is silver. Silver on the monthly time frame, $30.66 US cents. We need to show you that. Not that either, people. Not that. Need to show you. Excuse me. Yeah, this is how you know it's really live. I'm just burping and whatever all over the place. Okay, people. We are back below the final hurdle of 31 US dollars. Again, bear in mind, we are only on the 12th day of November. Okay, so we have time to spike down to somewhere close back above 31. Then I'd say, okay, that's looking all right, actually. Healthy. It's still respecting the final hurdle of 31. What's the 31 hurdle for new subscribers? It's a very key Fibonacci level from the old highs of 1980 and the old lows of the early 1990s. So silver has really been respecting these major Fibonacci lines. 31 happens to be one of them. Okay, when we closed September above 31, I said, go time, you're going to see higher prices from here. And we did. So I'm still, this confirmed for me, and I will remain with it, okay? We are not 99% anymore. We are, since we broke 26, and I don't have the trend lines in just drawn there, but since we broke 26 and we held $26 for more than a couple of months, it told me we're 99% in a bull market. What I needed to see was it close above 31, any month above 31, because it hadn't done it for, we're talking years and years and years and years, right? We did it, so I flipped from 99% to 100% in a bull market. So let me be very clear. We are still 100% in a bull market. It is not a bear market in silver. Having said that, as I say very often, it can still go up and down, but that confirms for me that any dip we have down here, it won't last that long, okay? It will tick back up. This is not the end for silver by any stretch of the means, okay? We might, again, like gold, we might have potentially 4, 5, 6 months of down prices, or for silver, it might be even much quicker than that. But for the moment, we are, because gold is, 90% sure now that the short-term peak is in. Same for silver. Okay. On the weekly time frame, we are back below 31, and we're moving down on the relative strength index on the weekly time frame. Okay. You've got room to move down further on the daily time frame. You have definitely still got room to move down further on the interim, just the intraday. Out of interest, you could see a move back up in the next 24 to 48 hours. Why? Because we've been extremely undervalued on the 4-hour time frame. We came back up, and then we've tested the bottom range here. Not extremely undervalued, but the bottom range, which could tell me, look, inverted head and shoulders, if you want to call it that, on the relative strength index. So actually, if we pushed back up to anywhere up to about 32.50, that actually wouldn't be surprising. What we would need to see in order to say that silver might actually have a huge rip versus gold. Then you want to see it clear back above and find support at 32.50. I talked about this yesterday. I won't be a broken record. But if you want to see it tank, if it is going to continue to go down on the daily and the weekly, and particularly the monthly relative strength index charts, you might see a resistance, probably a resistance here, no higher than 32.50, I imagine, then a potential tick over. Like that. That would probably complete the cycle on the 4-hour, which takes it into, the top end of the relative strength index range, and then ticks back over again. That would satisfy that. Okay, I'm not saying that's happening. I'm just saying watch out for it. And on the 1 hour time frame, you've been back in extremely undervalued as well. So a little pump from here wouldn't be surprising. I'm not saying it's happening though. Cool, good. Let's look at the best buy zone. For silver, my regular subscribers know my best buy zone, geez, that's annoying, is, and I'll prop this in here. I don't know why I've never did it before. So I'll go 28 to $26. My best buy zone is between 28 to 26 US dollars. We haven't confirmed we're going down there yet. Again, on the daily time frame, you've got room to move down into extremely undervalued for silver on the daily, and we haven't been in extremely undervalued since back here in October of last year. Okay, more than a year since we've been in extremely undervalued. And as you know, with a relative strength index, you always come back to visit the outlying ranges. You go through periods of extremely overvalued and extremely undervalued. It will go down there at some point. Could this be the time? Quite likely, yes. Could I be wrong? Yes. What would negate that? Holding 29.80, the new line in the sand. That's what you want to see. I know, broken record, but you would want to see this and that. You would want to see that very quickly and clear 32.50. Okay. If you want to see lower prices, you want to see the following: under the 29.80 line in the sand, retest it and back down, and that would confirm top end of the best buy zone at 28 US dollars. If that's low enough for you and you're like, don't scare me anymore, okay, then you would want to see something like that, and then a creeper, and that's what you would want. Okay, but if you want to see it go lower, and my feeling is if we get back to 28 again, there's more of a chance that we head back down to the belly of the best buy zone. You could absolutely find support here, and that would be really wonderful. Imagine dollar cost averaging, or even waiting if you want to, that's up to you, waiting and buying some silver down at 28 US dollars. That's great. All depends on what the your foreign currency is doing against the USD at the same time, of course. But you're very likely getting some cheaper silver where it is right now. So hey, that would be a good move for you to increase your stack. So that's currently the play. Watch for 29.80. You break that, 28's coming really quick. Okay, and watch out for the bottom end of the best buy zone. I don't think we're going to be going lower than 26. If we did, it would be a quick spike, and that's down to maybe, I've had it drawn in before. Okay, I don't want to scare anyone, but I will draw it in. Let me just find the trend line. That's not it. That's the old trend lines. Let me find that's the new trend lines. Let me find the old ones. No, that's on the relative strength index, Joe. What are you doing? Bear with me a few moments. No. There she is. Oh, there she blows. There you go. Right there. Just keep, piss off. Just keep that in the back of your head. Okay. You could potentially have a spike down to here. I am not saying this is happening, but what you would want to see, it do, or really not do, you would want to see really 26 not break. If it did break 26, that's like a quick spike. You want to see that spike on a monthly time frame. You want to see it close the month or any month above that $25.75, $26 level. You don't want to see it closing below that major Fibonacci level, okay? That would seem like, not so good. I don't think we're going there. Because bear in mind, we technically did not, and we have not yet, on the monthly time frame. This is getting a little busy, but technically, if you can see, we have not had a retrace of this downtrend line. We came back to test 26.40 right there. That's not hitting that trend line. More oftentimes than not, when you break out of a major trend line, you come back to retest it. So many people maybe thought, hey, we're not going to see it retest. Maybe this is the retest time. We would just want to see it spike down to there very quickly, okay, and bounce back up. I'm not saying it's going to retest there, but it actually wouldn't be surprising. That's all of that. So that's a way that you could increase your stack by dollar cost averaging down. Here's how I'm currently increasing my stack. I mentioned this yesterday. I'm going to give a little, I'll give a little segue at the same time, and then we'll get into platinum. Actually, no. I'll do platinum and then I'll go back to silver. Sorry, gang. I'll tell you that in a second. That is gold. That is silver. Watch out for those levels. Yeah, good. Platinum. Platinum on the weekly time frame, USD. We are officially back into my depressed zone for platinum. Lucy and the football once again did it to me again. I got excited up here. I was cautiously excited when we were in here. That's my cautiously excited zone. Excited zone, getting really excited zone. Lucy pulled the football out from under me again. Back into cautiously excited. Now we're back into depressed zone. Yeah, we really need to hold 945 US dollars. Very key level. See that level of support? That level of support. We need to hold it, please. Let's have a false breakdown, and then wouldn't that be lovely? Just like a lovely Nike swoosh. That would be lovely. That's probably not happening. The more times you come down to tested level, the more likely it is to be taken out. Let's do that. That would be lovely. Otherwise, we're doing that. That'd be fine. I'm okay with that. But then that's, yeah. And then you'd be likely heading down to the best buy zone of, and I'll draw it in, I'll type it in here. Best buy zone, 900 to 750 US dollars per platinum ounce. I'm not saying it's definitely going there. Okay, I'd probably give it I'll stay on the fence. I'll give it a 50-50 at this chance that we head down to the best buy zone once again. If you head back down to the best buy zone, though, it is more likely because we had this was the false breakdown. This time, not going to be a false breakdown. Okay, this time you would very likely not bounce here, and you would very likely, more than likely I should say, head down into the belly of the best buy zone. Watch out for 840. Okay, that might be a decent area where you bottom out at. Okay, yeah, no, you want that 750. No, what did I do there? Okay, and that is silver, not silver, that is platinum. Let me draw that back in. There you go. So yeah, depressed for platinum. That's all you need to know. I do still hold platinum. As I've told you, I am not buying any more platinum. I have not bought any more platinum until we do one of two things. If we go into the best buy zone, I'll be considering buying more platinum. There's another factor I need to consider, and I'll talk about that in just a second. Or I will be buying platinum when we rock it up, and whenever we do, we start closing a month above 1,115 US dollars. That's my final hurdle on the upside, which confirms to me 100% bull market time for months and months and months, years to come. Cool. So there is now a third factor of which I'm looking at, and now that's going to segue me into, until I do the gold to silver ratio. No, don't worry about that. AUD USD, no, don't worry about that. Cool, so that's gold, silver, and platinum, which is going to segue me into this. I'll talk about it right now. Okay, so this is segueing me into my current strategy for 2025. If you missed yesterday's show, I'll quickly give you the bullet point version. Okay, what's the other way I'm increasing my stack? I am currently watching the crypto to precious metals ratio. The crypto to precious metals ratio is going in crypto's favor at the moment. Bitcoin, other things, some altcoins, some of the blue chip stuff, they are massively outperforming precious metals at the moment. For how long? Don't know exactly. What my current strategy is, I am selling a portion of my precious metals and I am putting it into crypto. I've been in crypto since 2013. I'm just moving more allocation of my precious metals into crypto at the moment. I'm riding that crypto wave in 2025 to a certain point. I'm not necessarily looking for dollar values in crypto. I'm looking for more timing in crypto because they tend to go through currently pretty predictive cycles where, by say October 2025, that's where Bitcoin's going to roughly peak at, when there's sort of a 3-month window, rather than it just jumps to $100,000 and then you sell there. It's more like the timing. But more importantly, I'm watching the crypto to precious metals ratio. When that gets to a point where silver, in particular silver, is highly undervalued. It's going down versus crypto at the moment. When it gets to a really low point, now that could be in 2 months' time, because silver could have a huge rip and crypto's still going up, but it's not going up as much. So I'm really watching the crypto to precious metals ratio. That's the most important thing. What I'm going to do then is get pretty much all out of crypto and back into the shiny stuff. Okay, I'm not getting out of all of my stuff, and that's the way I'm currently increasing my stack. Here's another way I'm increasing my stack, and I'll do a separate little time code. Here's how to get free silver. Here's how to increase your stack without paying any extra money. Okay, give you an example. I've done this video shortly before, but I might chop this little video down, this little section down. Here's how to get free silver. To give you an example, back in 2020, when I was working at Bullion Now, I purchased I purchased 6 of these little bad boys. Now, some of you already know where this is going because you've been watching the Gold and Silver Stackers Australia forum, right? I purchased 6 of these. Now, I just had a little spare bit of cash, and I think they were we got some good wholesale deals, and I just had a spare bit of cash. I was like, I want to buy 6 of the 2020. Give me one moment. I'm going to do it on the edge. Okay, on the edge. Okay, not on the thing. On the edge, and I'm going to do this for my thumbnail. Okay, this is for the thumbnail. Okay, I'll do it this way. Cool. Let me show you. Thumbnail. All right, this is for the thumbnail. Cool. I'm going to hold it back with this. The 2020 1 ounce Perth Mint silver rectangular dragon coin. Yes, it is a coin. What are you talking about? It's a coin. It's a rectangular coin. The 2020s right here. Can you see it? Let me show you. I just don't want to touch. I don't want to touch the thing. Okay. Come on. The 2020 right there with her Madge. Okay. I bought 6 of these. Didn't think about them again until the other day when I found them in my thing, and I remembered, this is the power of, buying precious metals every year and buying certain years, and you can't pick it ahead of time. And I'll give you the strategy in just a second, but just as kind of an outlier, right? So I bought 6 of these. They've stayed in this tube since 2020. And then I remember just over the last few days, I thought I'd randomly seen someone else posting on the forum saying something about rectangular dragons, and I didn't remember which year it was. But then I saw someone saying, oh yeah, $115. I'm like, what? $115? Because I don't follow all the stuff, right? So $115. And so then I took these out, I took a photo, posted them on that forum, on the Gold Silver Stackers Australia forum, and said, what are these worth at the moment? And then a bunch of people said, oh, some people like spot price, $50. No. And some people said, look, around about your, $100 to $110. We've seen them at $150 on eBay. And then I had people messaging me going, oh, I'll give you $80 and blah, 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 and all that. And then other people were tagging other people in the post because they were clearly looking for them. So I settled on 110 Australian dollars each plus shipping per 1 ounce 2020 rectangular silver dragon, because in 2020, we all know what happened. They didn't mint as many, and people are really trying to fill that set. The 2020 apparently is the hardest one to get. So over the last 24 hours, I was able to sell 6 ounces for $660. Okay? Now, here's what I can do with that. Well, I could just have a massive party and invite you all. That would not be enough pizza for everyone. But here's where I could do a couple of things. I could increase my stack instantly. What I could do is I could then, with 660 Australian dollars, I could go out and buy just your cheapest 1 ounce silver rounds possible. Maybe like to give you an example, let's see, for example, I could have gone out and bought, and this is the perfect segue for my first brand partner, Perth Bullion Exchange, perthbullion.com.au. Let's see, I could have bought so I sold, right, 6 ounces. PerthBullion.com.au, my preferred bullion dealer, free shipping when you buy over a certain amounts, right? Yeah, go away, that's annoying. So I could have bought, let's see, pick a cheap silver round, okay, a 1 ounce silver round. Let's say the Asahi Buffalo round. I could have bought 6 of those for $52.17 each. Okay, sorry, I could buy them for 52. So you can't see the calculator right here. 660 divided by 52.17. Okay, 12 ounces. Okay, I could have sold 6 ounces, bought 12 ounces in return, doubled my stack just because I bought these random 2020 rectangular silver dragons back in 2020 and I held on to them. Okay, doubled my stack. That's how to get free silver, people. All right, that's a very easy way to get free silver. Okay, you buy and you never know. You buy and hold and you never know. Something like this will come up where it's a random. Here's another great way to do it, and many of you do this. Okay, each year, and I don't have the lunars on me, but each year you buy a roll plus 1 because you want 1 to kind of hold and look. You buy 21 of the current year kookaburras. Okay, buy 21 of these each single year, right? Or where are you? Where are you, son? Right there. Jeez, what is with the light today? There you go. Beautiful. Look at that. Okay. The Australian Kookaburra 2014, still in there. Well, it's a half a roll. Okay. They're currently for sale on Gold Silver Stackers Australia forum. You buy 20 of those and 1 because you want to hold it. You buy 20 of that year's lunar animal. Okay. Whatever is last year, you bought the dragon. This year you buy the dragon. Next year you buy the snake, etc. You buy that because in years and years' time, 10 years now, I can sell those. You don't sell those for spot price, mate. You sell those for more, at least, probably at least $10 over spot you could get for these at the moment, at least. And probably more at the moment, maybe $15 over spot because they're 2014s, okay? And also depends on the mintage and how many, and people go back at how many were minted and all that. So there'll be certain years that people, like if you want to buy a 2007 or a 2008 kookaburra, you're going to pay more, again, because of the more limited mintage. Same with the lunar animals. The classic example is the 5 ounce 2008 lunar mouse. You'll pay for a 5 ounce mouse $1,200, okay, because they had such a small mintage. This is what you can do to up your stack over time. Buy regular stuff at regular bullion prices, wait a bunch of time, and then people are trying to fill sets. So this is a way you can up your stack. Now, what I happen to be doing with these personally, I sold 6 of them for $660. I'm putting it into crypto at the moment, trying to ride that wave, okay? And that's how I'm currently upping my stack. So the strategy there is up the stack, watch the crypto to precious metals ratio when silver is highly undervalued to crypto, of which it will be because crypto is going to probably go higher for a bit. Swapping it all back into my lovely shiny, of which then I will be riding the longer term capital rotation from the stock market into precious metals, which is currently underway. And it's going to last 5-10 years, probably at least. So that's my current stratagema. Does anyone know that reference? Stratagema? Tell me if you do. So yeah, I just done gold, silver, platinum analysis. I've talked about my little extra strategies here, how to get free silver and my strategy for 2025. Comments? I've got time for a chart request as well. Hit the big red subscribe button to join the family. And while you get your comments in and your chart requests in, of course, please buy from Perth Bullion Exchange, perthbullion.com.au. Out of interest, if instead of, I gave you that example of selling those 6 ounces for $660 and then doubling the stack by buying these cheap generic buffalo rounds, I could have bought unallocated silver from Perth Bullion Exchange for $46.67. Okay, so therefore $660 divided by 46.67, 14 ounces. Okay, more than double the stack just by doing that little trade right there. But I think I'm going to increase my stack by more than that by doing it in the crypto wave. at the moment. But that's an example. Australia's only dealer to offer free shipping Australia-wide when you buy over a certain amount. Have 20 or more items in your order of any combination of orders. 2 of this, 3 of that. As long as it culminates, totals 20 in your order, free shipping Australia-wide. Cool. Could be a mixture of gold and silver, platinum, whatever. Cool. An amazing company. They have to be on your rotation as bullion dealers. And of course, when you're a member of my private membership program, you get extra discounts as well, but I won't spruik that right now. And of course, for your normie friends and for you who love unallocated gold programs, or if you want to tell your normie friends about it, get them to download the Wealthstack app, wealthstack.com, okay? Android or iPhone, it's the easiest way to convince them to buy gold, okay? Don't send them pictures of your stack and look at this shiny stuff and all that. You can't wake up some of your friends and family in that manner. Give them the path to least resistance. Give them the path of least resistance. Like, look, download the Wealthstack app, sign up, and just buy gold on your phone. Okay, spot plus 1% to buy $1 million of gold or $10 of gold. Okay, and it's 100% backed by real physical metal. Right? There's no storage fees. There's no transfer fees. Okay, you can send gold to someone else through the Wealthstack app if they have a Wealthstack account, and you don't get charged anything. Okay, no transfer fees. I highly recommend joining Wealthstack for yourself too, because you never know. You want a separate. You want to spread your risk. Okay, they're an Australian regulated, Australian owned company. I did an interview with the CEO David Ski just a couple of months ago, so check that out. It was a wonderful interview on my channel. Go to wealthstack.com, bottom left-hand corner, all the way down, click on the frequently asked questions page, and just have a read through and send this to your normie friends. It is such a great idea. What's coming? The debit card is coming probably later this year, early next year, where you can save and invest and pay for stuff in your precious metals. Silver is coming. That's on the way. Platinum is coming. It's on the way. They're just currently doing unallocated gold stuff, but all this other stuff is coming. Okay, they reached out to me because they wanted to get the trust of the stacking community first, and I think that was the absolute best way to do business. You trust us, that you get our trust, and then we tell our normie friends and the rest of the world. Okay, you got to get our trust first because we know what we're talking about, right? Right. That is wealthstack.com. Get your comments in, people, and get your chart requests in. And then we shall go on our merry way. That's a bit. Yes, I should get that film stuff. Okay, let's see. Bunch of comments. Chad Michael, great to see you right here on the channel. I've never seen you on before, Chad Michael. And Tony Peterson says, welcome, Chad. Sorry, you're going to get... Just so you know, Chad. Here, number one, we're Australians. We do something called taking the piss. And taking the piss means making fun of people in a jovial way, which is actually a friendly thing. It's not being mean and offensive. We'll give you a nickname, we'll do all that stuff, okay? So Mark Florida is now Florida Man. We will always make a joke about Florida Man was caught with his pants down in the dumpster behind the whatever, right? A Florida Man won $10 million and then lost it all in 3 months, right? We've just named Neil and Gerald, the Osmium twins. This is what we do here in Australia. We take the piss. So, Chad, because your name is Chad, if your real name is Chad, you are now going to be referred to as what? What are you going to be referred to as, Chad? I think you already realize. Let me get back down to Chad. Chad Michael, you are now the Chad. So, welcome the Chad to the Good Morning Stackers family. Hit the big red subscribe button if you haven't joined already. Let's see. So, Chad was saying... We're in a 40 plus year cup and handle. Yep, inside 2 more cups and handles. Interesting as well. Yes, absolutely believe 40-year cup and handle, 44-year cup and handle on silver. I think we just have this little dip coming, okay, short-term retrace, okay, to a certain point. And then, yeah, absolute cup and handle. Could not agree more, Chad. You are absolutely right. Silver Fox GMS. Jason Ashworth. Hey, morning, Jason. Didn't say hello to you before. Tony Pearson. Confidence in the USD rose with Trump winning. Stronger dollar means a lower spot. Yeah. Yep. So, the dust might be settling. It's still, we're in Trump honeymoon period. We're going to be talking a lot about it, up until January 20th. He gets into office. So it's going to be the next. And usually, out of interest, a honeymoon, how long is a honeymoon period? Usually about 6 months is a honeymoon period. So I think we might be in the honeymoon period of go, 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 rah, 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 Trump won, great for the economy, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, and your precious metals coming down. It just so, isn't it amazing how it just so happens to coincide with key price levels and things? It's interesting. Do we live in a simulation? Quite possibly. Comments. Questions. Knackers O'Reilly, GMS, great to see you, bro. Gerald Draper, gold all-time high, while platinum group metals and silver have loads of room to move upward. They do have room to move upward. I do agree. Just think we're in a short-term peak. Neil says, I think it rose when Putin said BRICS did not want to kill the dollar. The US dollar index. Yeah, absolutely. Now, these guys don't think long-term. They are trading ETFs. Yeah, we think long-term here, don't we? ETFs I would avoid like the plague. Would you buy paper silver? Get the real deal. Get the real deal. Yeah. ETFs in general, if you're talking gold miners and things, I wouldn't knock the ETFs completely. I'm a physical guy. But, there is something to be said. Own both paper and the real thing, liquidity with the belief and ability to trade as such. Yeah, I understand that. ETFs equals manipulation in your opinion. Yep, but also don't forget, Neil, the silver price. Well, because silver ETFs exist and physical silver exists, because the silver ETFs exists, when you you can manipulate the price of the physical by manipulating the price of the ETF. So if the ETFs in silver didn't exist, then I would say, yeah, buy silver physical because it can't be manipulated. But physical silver can be manipulated because the silver ETFs exist. So it doesn't really matter which one you hold. However, I love the physical for that extra, you don't hold it, you don't own it, all that kind of stuff. That is great. Copper also being whacked for me. It's on sale. Yeah, copper. Where are we in copper? Just really quickly, I'm not going to share the screen. For Tony Peterson, we're still above my higher than this at January 1st line. So we're still above that. Okay. We might need to do copper again very soon. If it is backed like ETP MAG with physical, yeah, like a Sprott asset management ETF, which is backed by physical, yeah. Yeah, absolutely. Not just like the 400 plus to 1, paper ratios that they are. Hit the like. Why wouldn't you? Check out WBT's day there yesterday. WBT, yeah, I've still got that listed, I think. Or did I get rid of it? Give me 1 second. Did WBT do really well? 14.15. Oh, hello. Yeah, Weebit Nano. Yeah, 15% yesterday. It is, I won't do it today, just so you know, it is about 10 cents under my getting interested line, if you remember that. Okay, so yeah, it could be the turnaround, you never know. Under 1,000 is a bargain. Do you mean under 1,000, are we talking silver? Okay. Or are you talking platinum? Depression, I see opportunity, yeah. American Silver Eagles would be my target if silver breaks under $30 USD spot. I will go clear out my local coin shop of culls and painted ASEs in the bargain bullion bin. Nice one, man. Powell refusal to step down, if asked, has the entertaining notion of saying bye-bye to the Federal Reserve Corporation. End the Fed. End the Fed. Can you imagine? Well, number one, the upheaval that it would if you ended the Fed, but the longer term, short-term pain, long-term gain. Go back to gold. End the Fed, go back to gold. Hallelujah. Altcoins in and out. Yep. Lance says, I'm in altcoins as well. What's your favorite? Oh, good. You're talking about Theta for long-term. Sui. I'm looking at Sui again at the moment. Saw you advertise them, Joe. Yes, those ones. Tagged you. Yes, I saw that. Thank you. Let's see. You're talking alts. Okay, we can talk alts for a second. And then get your chart requests in. AI and real world asset groups are my focus on research on, yes, as I'm working on something for January. Okay, cool. Yeah, AI, real world assets. Look into that group of cryptos, okay, in particular, because that's where the world's going. That's the longer term play. And collectibles, in terms of physical, collectibles are a guaranteed return on investment. Almost, I would say almost guaranteed. Yes, almost. It depends if you're getting into the numismatics, then some just really don't land. You have to get a little bit lucky, like a mini lottery ticket, every single one is, as I've spoken before. If you had picked up Maker under $1,000, that speculate is good. Vaporware seems early popular, but you're not playing it with memes, yeah. 2016, Perth, 50-year Star Trek Enterprise Limited in rolls of 20. Did anyone get my reference before? Did anyone get my reference? Stratagema? Nice cash sale, Joe. Yes, it was. SD Bullion puts out some great products. They do have nice sales. Yeah, SD Bullion. Good on them. Con. G'day, Con. Yesterday, you mentioned shifting between precious metals to Bitcoin and then back again. Could you comment on capital gains tax when doing these exchanges, or is CGT a taboo subject? I am not a financial advisor and I'm not an accountant, and anything I understand about current tax laws is my own understanding. Please do your own research. Ding! Yes, of course, you've got to pay capital gains. Yep. So yeah, you will pay capital gains, and you pay capital if you're going in and out of a short term. You'll pay capital gains on the full amount and not the capital gains on 50% of the amount. If you can, however, if you can prove that you've held the asset for longer than 12 months, you then instantly pay capital gains tax on only 50% of the profits, as I currently understand the tax laws to be here in Australia. Question becomes, if I've been stacking precious metals for 14 years now, which silver am I selling? If I've been stacking crypto since 2013, which I have, which Ethereum am I selling? Which one am I selling? Which tiny fraction of crypto am I selling at the time? Am I selling the one that I just bought, or am I selling the ones that I've held and then I'm selling those now? Okay, there's your question. We're doing that thing. Yep, osmium. Yes, the osmium twins. Platinum is fixing to the moon. I do agree platinum will do very well in the longer term. Nuclear. Oh, interesting. GMS says Chris Phipps from PDX, Portland, Oregon. I went to a coin and bullion show near Portland this weekend. Nice. Would have met some more like-minded people at a coin show in Portland, I imagine. Wanted to pick up some more silver, but the wife said I could only buy gold because I have too much silver. Inconceivable. There's no such thing as too much. By the way, that wasn't anything to... That was like, how dare she say that? Inconceivable. Like, yes, it's inconceivable. I don't mean... Someone will take that out of context. When I run for office at some point, which I probably won't do, someone will find this and take that out of context. So that's my clearing that up. Another 6%. She cleared the line already today. Oh, WP. No, she didn't. No, she did not. She did not. $2.85 was my getting interested line, so it has not cleared it yet. Unless I'm sorry, Lance, unless I'm 20 minutes delayed and it has cleared it already, because maybe you could be absolutely right. You might be watching the live price. So if it has, I'd be interested in WBT. Collectible, great. I don't seem to have any chart requests, so that's okay. People, I think we're at the end of the show. We've had such a great time today. I love talking to you guys today. I love talking to you every single day. This is fantastic. Look, I think I'm going to leave it at that. No chart requests. We talked about gold's peak short term. We've done how to get free silver. I've talked about, again, my investment strategy for 2025. Check out yesterday's video if you want to see that full version of that. That's it, people. I'm going to let you get on with your day because you've got stuff to do. I've got stuff to do too. And it's a beautiful day here in Melbourne, Australia, but I've got clients to speak to, more clients to get. Hit me up with an email. If I can help you, which I know I can, help your business, whatever kind of business it is, on YouTube specifically, and then we use another social media to bolster your YouTube channel, usually like an Instagram or a Facebook channel, depending on your target market, your demographic that you sell to or that you provide to, right? Service or a business, you sell something, you provide a service. It is worth me at least having one chat with me. Send me an email at gmstackers@gmail.com, because I help multiple clients launch and grow on YouTube. You've seen me do it for Bullion Now. You've seen me do it for Revitalize Ainslie's. You've seen the amount of business that I personally have been able to bring extra to a new or existing business by working the social media. I give you the skills. I teach you how to create consistently engaging content, okay? I do an 8 to 10 week course. It's one-to-one over Zoom, or hey, if you're local, I'll come to you. We'll have a meetup. So that's it, people. You know what to do. That's my quick plug for me. Lastly, but certainly not least, we dance it out because, ladies and gentlemen, this has been...
Good morning, Stack.
Oh yeah, we're feeling fine.
Good morning, Stack.
It's podcast time.
Yeah, it is. Grab it.
Grab a tasty beverage. Let's get in the groove.
Let's do the...
Synchronised slurp.
In 3,
Now we're
2,
on the
1,
move.
slap it.
Good morning, Stacker.
Oh
Ooh, that was good. Stay safe, stay informed, keep stacking. I will see you tomorrow. Have an amazing day.